Good morning, Africa. Good morning. Good morning, Africa. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I have good news for you. And the good news is that I've just watched a video and I want you to listen very carefully to it, and then you and I will discuss it. It is the press conference addressed by Pastor Itwa Igodalo, my very good friend and brother. He said it all. He summarized it all. He summarized everything. So I want you to listen to it. I'm going to play it for you in a moment. I'm going to play you a couple of videos, and then you will see that the problem of Nigeria is not something that cannot be solved, but some people are just not ready to solve it because it tallies with their own personal agenda. I don't know how leaders can sit down, arms akimbo, and just watch a great nation perish. It's unfortunate. So, Pastor Itwa, over to you. Please listen carefully.
Let me say bold, loud, and clear. The problem of insecurity in Nigeria lies on the table of Momodu Buhari. If Momodu Buhari is ready today to stop all this insecurity, he has the power, he has the ability, and he knows what to do. You can read my lips. He knows what to do. The reason why he's not doing it, I don't really understand. The reason why he's not showing enough energy and effort and direction and interest and concern in this, I really don't understand. For a person who was a general in the Nigerian army, he looks a little bit too complacent, a little bit too lackadaisical concerning this issue of insecurity. The insecurity problem starts first with a tone at the top.
Aliyu Bada, I will reply you in a second.
A bunch of security leaders who were disunited, quarreling amongst themselves. They couldn't agree on anything. They couldn't fight behind one common purpose. And a lot of them were just doing whatever they wanted. And the gentleman, Buhari, was looking at them. Everybody told him, these people are not united. These people are not working together. These people have different agendas. And he did nothing about it. And so that can't work. It can't continue. Now we have a new set of security leaders. Let us hope that these ones can come together and face this problem. You know, how can you capture 257 girls and we don't know where they are? It's not possible in this day and age with technology and everything. Do you know the amount of effort it takes to move 250 people across a certain place and nobody saw them and you can't find them and they disappear? And they say this girl Leah Sharibu, she's captured, she's having babies every year and you can't find her. What does that mean? What nonsense is that? And you are telling us that she had baby. Who made that announcement that she had baby? Where's the person? Why don't you bring him and say, where's the baby that she saw? And where's the girl? And we can't find her. And we cross our hands and we are looking. If Leah Sharibu was my daughter, I would go to wherever she is and go and pick her out and look for her. But we're looking because you see, we're not really serious about these things. People come into a village, they rape the village, 20 of them, they carry the women, they carry the children, and we cannot find them. Who does that in this day and age? It doesn't happen. A man comes, they pick up a man, they take him into a forest, they cut his head, 8 of them, they are speaking, they are videoing it, we're seeing them, and not one person said, where are we going to look for these people? There was no call for these people. They videoed it and they sent it to us and we saw it and nobody did anything. I mean, how can that happen? How can that happen? And all these headsmen that are in the forest, all these kidnappers, the police know them. The police know where to find them. But nobody is engaging. Nobody is trying. It's a business. It's a business. People are making money from this thing. People are selling arms to these people. People are making money from security votes. People are making money from the pain and the death of innocent people. And that's why this problem is not being solved. And somehow we are looking away.
Hello. Hope you enjoyed.
Okay. Before I talk about Pastor Itwa's broadcast, I want to respond to one Aliyu on Instagram. Aliyu. How many times did I call your name? I am not a cheap monk. If you are cheap and you think every Nigerian is jobless and they have to live on government before they survive, I am not one of them. Okay? I am happy that I'm not a minister in Buhari's government. It would have been unfortunate. Yes, it is true. If you're a minister, of course you can't talk. It's like working for a man. If you want to talk, then you resign. So don't come here and try to blackmail everybody. So anybody who complains about Buhari is because they didn't make him a minister. When for the life I live today, no minister lives it. Quote me on it. I have my freedom. I live wherever I want. I go wherever I want. I say whatever I want. I'm not a dullard like you. What's wrong with you? Are you proud of the Nigeria of today? Can you sleep in your village? Tell me where your village is and tell me the last time you slept there. Tell me the job you do and what you have ever contributed to Nigeria, apart from being a parasite. You come here, you think you can insult me? Aliyu, please get off my page. People are dying. You are coming here to talk about ministerial appointment. What has that got to do with anything? Because all of you go into government to go and steal. I'll be 61 in 2 weeks' time. I've never lived on government. I've never been in government. What more do I want in life? You think ministerial appointment is the problem of everybody? Those of you who cannot survive outside government, that's your business. That's none of my business. No, it's my business to talk to him. We need to let people know that the country belongs to all of us and we can talk. I criticize Jonathan. So why can't I criticize Buhari? Because he is God? We supported him with our sweat, with our hard-earned money, and if he's disgracing us, we have a right to react. We supported him. And I apologize again and again. I apologize publicly that I ever made such a mistake in my life. But we want our people in 2019 not to repeat the same mistake. People are dying. People are hungry. People are jobless. All you people do is, because somebody is from your area, you have the same ethnic background, so nobody should talk to him, nobody should touch him because he's egg. Buhari is the president of Nigeria, but Buhari is a public servant. He does not own Nigeria. He does not own Nigeria. Nigerians pay him. They pay his hospital bills. They pay everything. Anybody who does not want to be talked about should not go to government. You can't employ a man and then the man you employ will say, no, you can't talk to him. You can't query him. Whatever he does is final. I wonder what's wrong with Nigerians. So it was good for us to criticize Jonathan, but it is no longer good to speak about Buhari. The country has virtually collapsed on its head. You are telling us we can't talk. Because of what? If Buhari sits in front of me, I will repeat it and tell him to his face that you have failed. What have I said that his own wife has not said about his government? That Nigeria has been taken over by bad people. Am I the one saying that? Is that not his wife? When tomorrow comes, Buhari will say, oh, he didn't know. So that's why we're telling him. So those of us who have the voice that can reach him, that's why we're saying it publicly, that Nigeria has collapsed. Momodu Buhari, listen to the cries of your people. And we don't want you to come next time and tell us that, oh, we didn't know, nobody told me. We're doing the job of the advisors, but the advisors, everybody is in government for their own thing. That's why you think I need a ministerial appointment. Minister. There is no insult bigger than that. Minister. In my private capacity, I've been dealing with presidents globally. I've never been in government. You come and tell me I have to be a minister. Minister so that I can steal money. Is that all there is to life? I beg. So let's come back to Pastor Itwa. Yeah. He has said it loud and clear. The blame lies on the table of Momodu Buhari. No other person should be blamed. If Buhari wants to end this thing today, he knows what to do. But Buhari obviously is being sympathetic to his people. He doesn't want it to look like he's the one sending soldiers to go and kill his own people. That's all. Why is it easier to carry soldiers to go and be shooting people in Anambra, in Imo State, in Enugu, in Ebonyi, and all those places? Why is it so easy? The same energy that you are mobilizing against IPOB, why don't you mobilize the same energy against Boko Haram and see if you will not get the result? So we divide Nigeria. Oh, then there's another man I love to listen to all the time. His name is Governor Autumn of Benue State. God bless him. God bless him. We need more people like that in our country. They've turned everybody into a dog. All you can do is bark. You can't, they don't talk. People must talk. Anybody who loves his country must talk. We're all Nigerians. Don't let anybody bully you that you can't talk. Why can't you talk? Those of us who are talking, we're the ones who love the country. We're the ones who don't want the country to be destroyed. You can't hear me on Instagram. Please let me know. Can you hear me on Instagram? Oh yeah, you can hear me. Someone is heard about the Autumn. Yes, I want to play the video from Autumn. That guy should be a professor of Nigerian political history. Fantastic guy. If you are proud of the way Nigeria is now, raise up your hand and pray that your life should be like that.
That it is not about all this noise in this country. It is about taking over the land. And I will read this so that you appreciate what I'm talking about and you appreciate my pains. This is a summary of deliberation by Fulani Nationality Movement, January 13th, 2018 to 14th January 2018. That was when they held this meeting in Kano. And they issued this press statement. Listen to it very well. The Fulani Nationality Movement, after extensive deliberation on the state of the nation in the context of recent killings and national uproar made today in Kano, the capital of Kano State, amongst other things, the Fulani deliberated on attacks on cattle by rustlers, kidnap of Fulani men and women in some parts of Nigeria, displacement of Fulani traditional settlements in the northern Nigeria and some parts of southern Nigeria, stealing of properties belonging to the Fulani cattle owners, amongst other issues. The group also deliberated on the political situation in Nigeria occasioned by the irresponsible calls for restructuring of Nigeria and historic and vicious attack on Fulani people by southern nationalities and their cohorts in the Middle Belt. The plot to ensure Fulani are pushed out to backbench in the power equation in Nigeria, and above all, the vicious campaign against the God-ordained place of Fulani as a leading star guard in Nigeria. And after extensive deliberation, we hereby make the following declaration. Listen very well. A. The killings in Benue State of the thief is well deserved. It was a revenge attack on series of onslaught on the Fulani, which most parodies on November 17, 2017, and when 30 Fulani men and women were killed in Nasarawa State. We noticed the recalcitrant culture of the thief people as demonstrated even in the 1804 jihad, when they obstructed our ordained conquest of Nigeria. B, we condemn the media propaganda again to wage war against the Fulani and supported by Yoruba, Igbo, and their bigotry allies in the Middle Belt. That we are aware of plots by minority ethnic groups in the Middle Belt to attack Fulani settlements. D, that we have asked all Fulani across West Africa to raise money and arms to prosecute the oncoming war. We call on all Fulanis to prepare for this holy war. There is no going back. All over the world, Nigeria is the only country given to Fulani by God. Here's something. This was a press conference held in Kano. And this is a copy. It is before the media. It's on social media. E, we oppose anti-grazing laws which obstruct the ability of Fulani to move freely and stay anywhere in Nigeria. The Fulani, if not for the British, would have actually conquered the entire Nigeria which God has ordained as our dominion. That the cattle colony is the only solution to the crisis. You remember when the federal government brought the issue of cattle colony and Ruga, which we resisted here in Benue State. Whether the federal government or state government accept it or not, we must ask all Fulani herdsmen all over West Africa to move to Nigeria to penetrate every corner for the upcoming jihad. You see the reason? We have asked them to be armed, since it seems it is the only language that Nigerians understand. The Nigerian government has failed to protect us. So you see the narrative. We want those who oppose Fulani cattle trade to be cautious of the consequences.
Okay.
We are
I think he has told us enough. Let me make these clarifications. As a 60-plus-year-old man, I've always been a proud African, a proud Nigerian. I have friends across Nigeria. I love every Nigerian, including those who hate us. My religion does not allow me to hate anybody. I'm a Christian. And I love my neighbors as myself. I have nothing against any Fulani man, any thief man, any South man, any Yoruba man, any Igbo man. I love mankind. Anybody who knows me knows I love every human being. As an African, I'm a Pan-Africanist. I live in England, I live in Nigeria, I live in Ghana. I love people, and everyone knows that I respect every human being. But it is unfortunate that some people who want to live a miserable life believe they should drag everybody along to live miserably. Can you listen to me? Some people have decided that their lives are miserable and they must make others miserable. It is wrong. It is wrong. I heard what the governor was saying just now, where some people said they have a right to grab land in any part of Nigeria. There is nobody who has any such right. So tomorrow, if I want to set up my poultry farm, I'll just go to Kano and say, here I come. I'm setting up a poultry farm, and I'll go and grab land anywhere. And then after I grab the land, then I say I have rights to grab anybody's wife, anybody's daughter, and rape mercilessly and kill them mercilessly. Abba. Nobody has ever stopped any Fulani man from any part of Nigeria. Where is this propaganda coming from? Nobody. We all know and we all read, the richest man in Nigeria today is Aliko Dangote. Has anybody ever stopped him from building the biggest refinery fertilizer plant in Lagos? No. Because the man is productive. He's employing Nigerians. I've known Alhaji Dangote now for about 30 years. He's always been a hard worker. I've seen his work across Africa. Nobody has stopped him. Nobody has stopped him from working. I've been to his plants in Ethiopia. I've been to his plant in Zambia. I've been to his plant in Tanzania. One of the richest Nigerians is also from Kano, like Dangote. Alhaji Abdulsamad Rabiu. He's been my friend for over 20 years. He lives in Lagos. The Bua Group, they are into sugar, they are into cement, they are doing their own refinery, they're doing everything. Nobody has ever stopped them from doing their work because they are productive. But no productive man can just stroll across the border of Nigeria and say Nigeria must accept him because you are a Fulani man. Can a Yoruba man stroll into Mali and say, hey, because I'm a Yoruba man, I want to come and live in Mali, or I want to come and live in Senegal? Even ECOWAS does not allow us to do such. So why are some people looking for trouble and saying they must force themselves on others? Nobody can force themselves on others. If you want to do business, go and buy your land, seek all the government permits, and when they give you C of O, then the land belongs to you. You can't grab anybody's land and say because you're a Fulani man, your cow is more superior to other people. You know, this is what we are saying. But anytime you talk, you say it's because you hate a Fulani man, you don't like us, you hate Buhari. What is there to hate in Buhari? What's my business with Buhari to hate him? When I was spending my own money and spending my time, my energy and resources and everything to support him, I didn't hate him. Till today, despite my vehement disagreement with his policies, it's nothing personal. I still write, I report Buhari every day. I have nothing personal against Buhari. Despite the uselessness of his government, I don't hate him as a person. I pity him. Because there are not many people in this life that God will give a second chance. God has given Buhari a second and third chance now, and he has bungled it. I have no doubt in my mind that the remaining 2 years, there is nothing he is likely to do again. Unless a miracle happens. A miracle would have to happen. And Buhari, there will be a complete transfiguration of the man, and that is impossible. His mindset is so rigid that he cannot change who he is. How many Nigerians need to die before Buhari will talk or reach out to their families? How many kids will have to be kidnapped before Buhari will talk and reach out to their families? When will Buhari begin to show empathy? When he needed the votes of Nigeria, he found the energy and everything. He went everywhere. He went everywhere. I was shocked. Buhari went, even when people said he was collapsing and falling at campaign rallies, he kept campaigning. He never stopped campaigning. So why can't he campaign for the rejuvenation of Nigeria? Why can't he go all over Nigeria and reassure Nigerians that I'm with you in your hours of pain. I'm with you in your hours of triumph. Why can't he do so? Why is he happy? People coming to visit him every day. Buhari receives. We didn't vote for an emperor. We voted for a leader that we believe will lead Nigeria in peacetime and in wartime. He went everywhere to campaign. I remember he would do like this everywhere. So where is that power? This is supposed to be a sign of power, of strength. Where is that power? People know where these bandits are. I've seen Shehu Gumi go in the bush to go and negotiate with bandits openly, with journalists, with cameras, with security people watching. They saw them going inside the bush. Nobody followed them to go and arrest anybody. And these people are carrying weapons that even some of our soldiers don't have. Nobody ever touched them. But just let anything happen in southeast Nigeria, the whole place, they will rain bullets on them. Are they not Nigerians? If you don't protect the people and they decide to protect themselves, like ESN decided to do, how can you blame them? If you protected them, would ESN be necessary? Would anybody waste money to go and arm some people to protect them? But if you have failed, you cannot tell people not to go into self-defense. We lack shame. If you don't protect a man, you are telling the man he should just sit down there and let people come into his house and rape his wife in his presence. What manner of government does that? No, yes, I agree with you, Prince Mike. I agree with you that Buhari is not likely to change. I don't see him changing unless a miracle happens, unless the foreign powers, because it seems our leaders, the only people they listen to, the day the foreign powers decide that they are interested in Nigeria, you will see that a lot of things will begin to happen. Once the interest, the business interests of the foreign powers get seriously threatened in Nigeria, you will see them react. Then they will call their man Buhari, and you will see Buhari will answer them. We're the ones our leaders don't respect. They don't respect us. They have no respect for us at home. But when it comes to foreigners, yes. So this is nothing personal. I have nothing against any Fulani. Anybody who knows me knows I have some fantastic Fulani friends, very well educated, very productive human beings. But if Fulanis now decide that they want to reduce everything to cows, then that would be unfortunate. And the Fulani elites have refused to talk. They need to speak more. There are a few people talking, but they need to speak more. They need to reach out to their people. They need to go and educate the Almajiris. There are too many Almajiris in the north. They are poor. They are hopeless. They are helpless. Nobody to give them hope, nobody to help them, and you expect they will not take arms? It's a miracle that it even took this long for them to react. So sometimes when we talk about banditry, and if you see the sort of indignity that these kids suffer, the pain in their eyes as you drive through the streets of Kano, you'll be shocked that this did not even start much earlier. Unfortunately, the same people are going to rise up tomorrow and say they want to contest for election. And the same poor, hungry people will vote for them because they are from my area, like the Aliyu man who was talking rubbish on my page just now. The only reason he will not listen to Dele Momodu is because Dele Momodu is not a Fulani or Hausa man like himself, so I have no right to talk. Unfortunately, we have been talking for a long time. I started talking as a pioneer jambite at the then University of Ife. I entered Ife in 1978. I don't know where you were then, so go and check the records. We spoke. We spoke when Babangida was there. We spoke when Buhari was there. We spoke when Abacha was there. It is our right to speak, and we shall continue to talk. They have not carried any arms. If you cannot touch those who carry AK-47, and you are interested in those who are talking and speaking the truth to power, then it's your headache. That has nothing to do with me. and stop blackmailing people that everybody is because they didn't make them minister. If I wanted to be a minister, I know what to do. I'll go and lobby. I will sit in Abuja like other people. If I don't get that, I'll beg for something else. But I'm not jobless. I have a good job. Okay? And I enjoy what I'm doing. I may not be a billionaire. I may not have all the millions. But at least I am relevant. I have a voice. And I'm proudly using my voice. We have many voices in Nigeria who have gone quiet. That is their business. Shame on them. If you have a voice and you cannot use it to rescue your country in the days of tribulation, shame on you. So because Buhari is in power, suddenly everybody is quiet. Shame on you. Let's all speak with one voice. It has nothing to do with fighting anybody. We're not fighting Buhari, we're not fighting anybody. We're just telling him the truth. That Nigerians are dying in case he doesn't know, in case he has nobody to tell him. I pity our soldiers. I pity our security men. They are overstretched. Go and check my records. Go on Google and see my visits to Sierra Leone. Go and see my visits to Liberia. Our soldiers were among the best. So what happened to them? That they are being killed like insects and nobody cares. Our soldiers are among the best in the world. But some people have to read the body language of Mr. President. Can we move? Some people will be in trouble and they will call and they will say, we don't have instructions to do anything. But they have instructions to go and kill IPOB. It's wrong. The job of a president is to govern everybody equally. Every soul in Nigeria is important. Whether you are Igbo, you are Yoruba, you are Hausa, you are Fulani, every Nigerian is important. And let me assure you, history has taught me that no country can live perpetually in stupidity. History has taught me that no leader can live forever, whether you like it or not. In 1998, I woke up in London. I was in exile. I woke up and people started calling me. They said Abacha died. I said, it's not possible. How can Abacha die? Then Chief Olusegun Oshoba called me and said, Dele, have you heard? I said, Chief, don't join them in this rumor, sir. Abacha cannot die. Abacha was gone. He was gone. The day before, his word was law. Nobody could challenge him. And that's why I always tell my friends who are in power, don't behave as if there is no tomorrow. Don't behave as if there is no tomorrow. Why don't you do what is right today for the sake of your children? Abacha is gone, but the children are here. Very fine children he left behind. I know a few of them, one-on-one. Gumsu, Zainab, Rekia, Mohammed. You know, these are very fine people. So if people remember that my children are going to be left behind, won't you try and do the right things? How can any leader not talk to people? Thousands of people have died. And all we see is my friend Shehu Ugaba Shehu will come out and address the people. We didn't vote for him. We voted for a president. What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? All the powerful people of yesterday, where are they today? They are ordinary mortals like you and I. Stop flexing muscles. No man is God. Only God is God. Nigeria is doomed. We won't go to the dustbin of history. I pray not. As a Christian, I believe in miracles. I've told my friend Omoyele Sowore, he believes in revolution. I believe in a miracle. I believe a miracle can happen. We've seen it happen before in Nigeria. When we think we've reached the dead end, something will happen that will alter our drive towards perfidy. our drive towards Golgotha, our drive towards perdition. Nigeria is among the best in the world, whether you like it or not. I'm not going to argue with you, Kaka. That's my opinion. I've traveled to over 60 countries and territories in the world, on 5 continents. There is nowhere I've been that Nigerians are not doing great, except in Nigeria, where nothing is done on merit. It's about who you know, not what you know. Nigerians are great everywhere. I've been at universities in Harvard, in Oxford, in Chicago, everywhere. I've met Nigerians doing great things. Some of the greatest scholars on earth are Nigerians. One of the people who designed the Pfizer vaccine, okay, is a Nigerian, is an Igbo man. Okay? I've met Professor Philip Emegwali one-on-one personally. I hosted him in my house in London. We both got awards alongside our brother, Mr. Cosmos Maduka of Costaris. 3 of us were given, the Eagle Award in London, same day, nearly 20 years ago. So I know what I'm talking about. Nigerians are great. Remove our leaders. So our leaders cannot define us. We should define our leadership. This is my church today. Church is where you can reach out to fellow human beings. Okay? This is my church today, and I'm preaching to you from my church in my house. I don't care whether Buhari has a hidden agenda or not, it will not work, not in Nigeria. It won't work. You should go and learn from other leaders who tried it. It will never work, it will never fly. All the army, if you like, they can convert all the army in Nigeria to one army that they can control. It will never work. That one, I'm telling you that it won't work. Nigerians are too sophisticated. We may look stupid and squeamish and timid. Trust me, Nigerians are brilliant. Do you know how many Nigerians are in the cabinet of Joe Biden, the president of the United States of America right now? That tells you how great Nigerians are. Nigerians are controlling the world, and we're going to rule the world. That's the wish of God for us. It's not the wish of man or any dictator. Nobody can stop our movement to greatness. Nobody. It doesn't matter whether it becomes Yoruba nation, it becomes Igbo nation, whatever nation it becomes. I want to tell you that the country called Nigeria today, and Nigerians, whether you are Fulani, you are Hausa, we are great people. But those who want illiterates to continue to dominate us, that's their business. One of the biggest problems is ignorance. Where you have ignorance and mass poverty combined, it's a deadly combination. It's a deadly combination. So we need to get serious and know that never again shall we allow conservative elements dominate us. And we have them everywhere. It's not just in Fulani land. We have them in Yoruba land. We have them in Igbo land. We have them in Ijaw land. There are oppressors everywhere. It is for us now and henceforth to make up our minds that never again are we going to allow such nonsense. Jennifer, all this one I'm talking is gist. Well, you are free to talk whatever you like. If you consider this gist, you want to protest so that you can follow me. Why can't you lead the protest? Do you know since when I've been protesting? Before you were born, I've been protesting. Okay? There is no form of protest bigger than this. You will not have seen me one-on-one if not for this platform now. So if you want to protest, please feel free to protest. Jennifer Poch 1. Okay? Feel free. Other young people will join you. Thank you, Mr. Ikechukwu. Thank you so much. Well, the decision of God is the decision of God. Whether Nigeria works again or not, so I leave that to Nigerians and to God. Olayinka Agbola, our mumu, I don't think we're mumu. Something must, you see, my sister, I have a sister-in-law, we call her Sister T. Very, very intelligent, very brilliant. She said something to me, I think last week. She said, look, God deliberately brought Buhari to do something. Nobody will believe it. Without Buhari, Nigerians will not be as aware as they are today. We'll still be managing and thinking, no, it's not true. You know, there are people, if you talk to them, oh, no, it's not true. Oh, there is no agenda. There is no agenda. We've been talking about this agenda since the time of MK Abiola. A man won presidential election, fair and square, and they aborted it. And people say, no, it has nothing to do with agenda. It's a military. Who are the people controlling the military? It's been there. We saw it, but we ignored it. We were too laid back. And the same Nigerians, the biggest sufferers, they are the ones who will give the biggest excuses. No, it's not true. No, you people say, your conspiracy theory is too much. Buhari did not hide his own agenda. When you complain today that everybody is in his government is full and tomorrow you will make appointment again and further provoke the country. When you complain, it's like the more you complain, the more he gets angry. Tomorrow he will still repeat the same thing. I have never seen such a thing in my life. You have two major agencies in transport, the MPA and the MASA. You keep your people in MPA, you remove the South man, the Akuku Peter side, you remove him from the MASA and you replace him with one of your people. I'm not saying the person you replaced is not qualified. I'm not saying the person is not brilliant. But what I'm saying is that in the name of fairness and equity, so wouldn't you think that you will at least share it 1-1? Okay? Share it. Keep our sister Adiza and leave our brother, so that at least people will feel a sense of belonging. No. They will say it doesn't matter. You don't care. It is good. So when people react, they don't complain, because people are definitely going to react. People are going to react. There is no way. One thing I know Buhari cannot succeed in doing is to stop Nigerians from talking. Of course, most people will keep their mouth shut like Momodu, that's fine. But I know Nigeria very well, that nobody can cow us. I pity our governors. Let me talk about them. If you see the way our governors, Rababa, go to Abuja, take picture with Buhari as if, they are going to Hollywood to go and meet some superstars, take pictures. They bring some files. They'll bring files. I saw Opu Zodima the other day. They will carry files. They are discussing with Buhari. What are you discussing? Your people are dying. And then you are boasting. You are the one who sent soldiers after IPOB. Are they not citizens of your state? If you protected your people, if your people are happy, will IPOB gain upper hand? IPOB is relevant because majority of the people are angry. They are unhappy. They can see lack of performance. They can see lack of progress. Anybody who knows the Igbo people will know they are amongst the most brilliant. I always call them the Japanese, the Chinese, the Indians, the Koreans lumped into one. That is the Igbo nation for you. Any serious president would have turned Igbo land into Silicon Valley. But because you have this mortal fear of the Igbo man, you have this hatred for the Igbo man as if they are not, and they say they want to go, you say they can't go. If a wife is tired of the husband, or the husband is tired of the wife, then go your separate ways. But you can't say you don't like me and say you must, by force, you still want me to stay with you. You must choose one. You must choose one. The Igbo man cannot aspire to be president, but he can aspire to be your houseboy. No. And they say, no, we are tired. We can no longer do this. And then you say they can't go. Let them go. And then if you want a country of your own where nobody can challenge you, then form a Fulani nation. Nobody will stop it. You have the power, you have the military, you have everything already. You control the central bank, you can pack everything and take. Nobody will go against it. We are not going, if the Fulani say they are going to there, I'm sure most Nigerians will support it. Nobody is going to stop it. So why are the Fulanis then saying others cannot go? So the solution is, if you don't want people to leave Nigeria, then treat them like Nigerians. Treat them like Nigerians. Treat them with love. Cuddle them with affection. You want your child, your baby not to cry. You must hug the baby. You must dance with the baby. You must give your baby lollipop. It's easy. It should be easy for anybody to live together in peace or to disintegrate in pieces. It should be very easy. There are two options. There is nothing to speak against Ruga. Ruga, it can't work. You can't grab land everywhere and say because you must feed cows. Yes, the day you can allow me to build my own empire anywhere of my choice in West Africa, I can just stroll across and go across the border to Chad, to Niger, and go and grab land there. Oh, then that will be fine. Under what law would I allow somebody to come into my farmland? I've planted my corn, I've planted my yam, I've planted everything, and then somebody comes, and then you with your cows. I was in Akure last weekend, I couldn't believe it. I said, so after all the noise that Governor Akeredolu made against this thing, they ignored him. I saw cows on the streets of Akure. I saw cows in a local government place somewhere there. I was sure if I asked one of our staff, Innovation Television, to take the picture. Cows inside Akure. Tell me if you are, and a lot of them go to London or Dubai, and so you can't tell me that Islam allows it, because Islam does not promote nonsense. I know my Islam well. My grandparents were Muslims while my parents were Christians. So I belong to both religions. Imagine going to Dubai and as you come out of the airport, you see cows on the streets. Is it possible? Or you go to Saudi Arabia for Umrah or for anything. You go to Saudi Arabia and then you see cows on the streets. So where did we get our own backwardness from? Cows everywhere. And you say they must condone it. If you want to do it, there's no problem. Create a cow colony in Fulani land. Nobody will fight you. You want Sharia law? No problem. You want to cut off hands of anybody who sins? Why not? It's your own hand. Cut it. But you can't say a Christian should live under your law. It's not possible. Because Christians are not going to force you to live under theirs. So, what is the problem? Oh, you want cows everywhere. Why not? I have no problem with it. As long as it's in your own land, in your own territory, that's fine. But don't come to my house and come and destroy my house and I say I have no right to talk. Some Nigerians now are living in Benin Republic. Are we not shameless? People in Ogun State have been displaced from their own land. Now they are running to go and live in parts of Benin Republic. If we talk, they say, no, it's their right. We must allow cows to feed. If you can feed cows on the streets of Saudi Arabia, go and feed cows on the streets of Dubai, where you all love to go. Go and feed cows anywhere. Even in Senegal, I have not seen cows on the street. And I've been there many times, so maybe they will be in some villages, but I've never seen them. I've met the president of Senegal. I have good friends in Senegal. I've never seen cows near their airport. It has never happened. I live in Ghana. I've never seen cows on the streets of Ghana. It's not possible. You drive on the streets of Accra and you suddenly see cows on the street. It's not possible. Where did you get this culture from? And why is Buhari condoning it? Would Buhari go carry his own cows to go on the streets? So why are you allowing some people, if they say that's how they've been doing it for 1,000 years, so must we continue to do the same madness for another 1,000 years? It's very unfortunate. Somebody said some retired people are the owners of the car. It doesn't matter who owns the car. I don't care whether they are owned by Nigerian Yoruba generals or you see people carry too many rumors, which mention the Yoruba generals who own them, and we call them out. We call them out. It doesn't matter who owns them, whether they are our kings or they are our chiefs. Mention their names, the people you know who own cows in Yoruba land or in Igbo land. Who will now tell us that we must allow cows to go and be destroying people's houses. Only last night, somebody that we know very well was kidnapped from a farm in Ogun State. This is a hard-working woman. Just yesterday was displaced. I'll get the details now. I need to find out even if they've made contact with the kidnappers. Yeah. Madam Roslyn Afago Edusi, 55 years old, was kidnapped around 6 p.m. this evening from her farm by 8 armed Fulani herdsmen. She, with a male business partner, Mr. Chinedu, were weeks away. Yeah. And this was in Crispin Farms and Agro Limited of Adawode Road, Owode, Ogun State. Please tell me, what kind of country is that? It is very sad. Very, very sad. Hello, how are you? Any luck at all? Yes. $100 million. Okay. Yes. I understand. Okay. 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 I'm live now. I will talk to you after. I will talk to you after. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. So, I think that will be the end of my sermon this morning. I want to say a big thank you to Pastor Itwa for that very momentous press conference. For those of you who might have missed it, I will I will play the tape again so that you can properly digest the message. And properly digest the message. Michael, please arrange some coffee for me. Okay, so okay, let's listen now to Pastor Itua, please.
Let me say it bold, loud and clear. The problem of insecurity in Nigeria lies on the table of Momodu Buhari. If Momodu Buhari is ready today to stop all this insecurity, he has the power, he has the ability, and he knows what to do. You can read my lips. He knows what to do. The reason why he's not doing it, I don't really understand. The reason why he's not showing enough energy and effort and direction and interest and concern in this, I really don't understand. For a person who was a general in the Nigerian army, he looks a little bit too complacent, a little bit too lackadaisical concerning this issue of insecurity. The insecurity problem starts first with a tone at the top. For the last 4 years, you had a bunch of security leaders who were disunited, quarreling amongst themselves. They couldn't agree on anything. They couldn't fight behind one common purpose. And a lot of them were just doing whatever they wanted. And the gentleman, Buhari, was looking at them. Everybody told him, these people are not united. These people are not working together. These people have different agendas. And he did nothing about it. And so that can't work. It can't continue. Now we have a new set of security leaders. Let us hope that these ones can come together and face this problem. You know, how can you capture 257 girls and we don't know where they are? It's not possible in this day and age with technology and everything. Do you know the amount of effort it takes to move 250 people across a certain place and nobody saw them and you can't find them and they disappear? And they say this girl there, Sharibu, she's captured, she's having babies every year and you can't find her. What does that mean? What nonsense is that? And you are telling us that she had baby. Who made that announcement that she had baby? Where's the person? Why don't you bring it and say, where's the baby that she saw? And where's the girl? And we can't find her. And we cross our hands and we are looking. If Sharibu was my daughter, I would go to wherever she is and go and pick her out and look for her. But we're looking because you see, we're not really serious about these things. People come into a village, they rape the village, 20 of them, they carry the women, they carry the children, and we cannot find them. Who does that in this day and age? It doesn't happen. A man comes, they pick up a man, they take him into a forest, they cut his head, 8 of them, they are speaking, they are videoing it, we're seeing them, and not one person said, where are we going to look for these people? There was no call for these people. They videoed it and they sent it to us and we saw it and nobody did anything. I mean, how can that happen? How can that happen? And all these herdsmen that are in the forest, all these kidnappers, the police know them. The police know where to find them. But nobody is engaging. Nobody is trying. It's a business. It's a business. People are making money from this thing. People are selling arms to these people. People are...
Let me say something on what the pastor said just now. To steal 300 people, theoretically, we need minimum 6 big luxurious buses, 50-seater capacity buses, 6 of them. If there are 25 seaters, it means you're going to need maybe about, what am I saying? 12. Every 100 you need 4 buses. So 4 times 3, so you will need 12 buses. And then the kidnappers themselves must also have extra vehicles with their weapons. So you are going to need a convoy of about 10 people. Are you telling me that you will have 12 to 15 buses in a bush and the satellite will not be able to pick them out. It's true. We're not ready. We're not ready. So let's forget it. You were disappointed in me for supporting an illiterate. That's fine. I've apologized repeatedly, but there's nothing more I can do. I was scammed once, but I wasn't scammed twice, so that's fine. Even the UN is not even concerned. I don't know why everybody is quiet. One person dies elsewhere, it will be all over CNN. People are dying. I think maybe because they can see that our government is not bothered, so nobody is bothered. Mr. Gbenga Adenuga, how are you? It's unfortunate. Nobody is bigger than Nigeria, not Buhari, not anybody. But if your leaders treat him like he's their God, so I won't blame him if he acts like their God. I've met the man. He's a simple man. Met him a couple of times. So I'm always wondering why they're all shaking like jelly. Yes, so Benga, we must live together in peace or disintegrate into pieces. Those are the two options left. Oh, your wedding is next month in Akure. The logistics of going to Akure now, it's not easy. But if you send me a DM, which I see, bingo. I love May 1 yesterday. It was very good. You did very well. I love the costume, the white. It was very nice. I watched it several times. It's true. Go to Qatar, go to Dubai, go to Malaysia. You won't find cows anywhere except Nigeria. And they are saying we must live with it, that we have no choice. And the governors must accept, and the governors too are keeping quiet. Those who think Nigeria will continue to live in backwardness, they are dreamers. Dreamers. Yeah, it's all about leadership. If tomorrow Buhari says no cow should be seen on the street, there will not be a single cow on the street. I know that for a fact. Have you not noticed that most times when Buhari travels abroad, there is calm at home? God, they know there will be nobody to protect the nonsense they do, so everybody keeps calm. And Oshibajo is able to do his job very well. Very meticulous man, very technical, No human being is perfect, but you can see that he doesn't get himself distracted. He doesn't get himself into all those politics of cows, So, but I don't know. Sorry, I didn't invite you to join me in drinking coffee. I'm a coffee addict. My friends on Facebook, if I tell you how much I love you, you won't believe it. I love you. A standing ovation for my friends on Facebook. Right now, we have 1,200 watching at once. My Facebook friends, they are too much. Thank you. Don't be jealous of my Instagram friends. Don't be jealous. You're also doing very well. Okafor. I'm reading the comments. My friends on Facebook are so consistent. They are so patient. You've never ever imagined that Nigeria will follow the path of Syria. But I think Syria is better than Nigeria right now, according to what I'm reading. I think Nigeria is number 3, Iraq, Afghanistan, Nigeria. In fact, even Somalia, that I used to think was the worst, is better now in terms of terrorism. Mr. Kanayo Bayi, how are you? Dr. Baba, my friend from Kano, where are you? So when people say, oh, we hate Fulani people, I have friends everywhere. Dr. Baba is one of my best friends in this life. We've never met one-on-one, yet he knows everything about my family. I know everything about his family. I relate to him. I reach out to his family. He reaches out to mine. So he sends me gifts. I'll send him gifts. So it's not about individuals. It's about just a few people who are profiting from this nonsense. You need to prepare for war, you know. May we not prepare for war. There is nothing. It's the poor people again that will suffer it. All the big people will run away. You know, they are bloody cowards. They will run away. We have a God who never fails. We have a God who never fails. We have a God who never fails. Who never fails. Jesus never fails forevermore. Amen. I don't drink decaf coffee. I drink coffee. If you want to drink, drink. What is decaf again? I drink our original, old reliable. I've been drinking this from primary school in Ilefe. Nescafe, still moonlit, more. That's how they used to advertise in those days. Nescafe Classic. Hey, I just advertised for them. They should come and pay me for advert. These people don't chop our money well. Nestle, Cote d'Ivoire, imagine. So this is from Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire. In those days, we would drink Bonvita, drink coffee, drink Milo, big, Milo. Oh yeah, Oshibajo is level-headed, but he's been frustrated, black and blue. You live in Leeds. Wow. My third son graduated from Leeds University. Professor Wole Soyinka also schooled at Leeds University. Dr. Baba Sani Seidu Baba, how are you? Dr. Sani Seidu, very brilliant man. You people should go and fight against cows before people think that every Fulani man is all about cows. You are not all about cows. There are good Fulani people like yourself. Hardworking, brilliant, doing PhD in China, doing everything. And then all we hear is cow. How can cow be more important than human beings? Oh, Sadalulu, you like Nescafe. It's very original. Excuse me, you know these days there are too many different coffees, over-processed. This one still has the original taste. Olúwa, ẹ tóbi o. Ẹ tóbi o. Ẹ tóbi. Kò sẹ́ni tá lè fi ṣàkàwé rẹ̀ o. Ẹ tóbi. Kò mà sẹ́ni tá lè fi ṣàkàwé rẹ̀ o. Ẹ tóbi Olúwa o. Ta la bá fi ọ́ wé? Ta ló lè bá ọ dọ́gba o? Ọlọ́run tó yọ Ọlọ́run lọ, ta la bá fi ọ́ wé o? Olúwa, Olúwa wa, orúkọ rẹ̀ ti níyì tó ní gbogbo ayé. Orúkọ rẹ̀ ti níyì tó, Jehovah, you are the most high. Jehovah, you are the most high. Ọba mi tó ń ṣe ohun tẹ́nìkan ò lè ṣe. Orúkọ rẹ̀ ti níyì tó. Ọba mi tó ń ṣe ohun tẹ́nìkan ò lè ṣe. Orúkọ rẹ̀ ti níyì tó. Olúwa, Olúwa, Olúwa wa. Orúkọ rẹ̀ ti níyì tó ní gbogbo ayé. Orúkọ rẹ̀ ti níyì tó. Okay, I've just seen an article by one of my favorite writers of all time out of Nigeria, Uncle Sonala Olumese. He lives in New York. It's titled Sonala Olumese, Fight for Me, Buhari Begs. Last week, the president, Major General Momodu Buhari, retired, found himself face to face with United States Secretary of State, Anthony J. Blinken. Buhari may have forgotten, but he first encountered Blinken at that time the U.S. Deputy Secretary of State weeks after he took office in 2015. Ironically, the issues that the two men discussed last week are the very same that they covered in 2015 when Buhari was preparing for his first state visit to the U.S. Buhari told Blinken his talks with Mr. President Barack Obama will boost his efforts to overcome terrorism and that Nigeria look forward to greater U.S. support for the multinational joint task force against Boko Haram. He then moved up in the world, arriving in the U.S., where he was received like royalty at the White House by gushing President Obama. The American leader applauded Buhari's reputation for integrity and to make sure that he is bringing safety and security and peace to his country, and a very clear agenda with respect to rooting out the corruption that too often has held back the economic growth and prosperity of his country. Obama looked forward to discussing security and counterterrorism, and now it can be helpful in addressing some of the corruption issues that have held Nigeria back and unleashing the incredible talent of the Nigerian people. Following that meeting, the White House issued a readout on July 21, which said, among others, that Mr. Obama made clear that the U.S. is prepared to increase support for a holistic effort by the government of Nigeria to counter Boko Haram, one that protects human rights and brings together security and development tools to defeat Boko Haram and eliminate the factors that fuel extremism. Buhari also met with other top officials, notably the then Vice President Joe Biden, and they spoke about Vice President Biden and President Buhari spoke about the ways in which the US and Nigeria can partner to overcome the challenges and seize the opportunities. President Buhari and the Vice President agreed on the importance of rooting out corruption in order to unlock the full potential of the Nigerian economy and ensure stability. This is the context in which Buhari's meeting with Blinken last week must be evaluated for the embarrassment and shame that it was. As much as I criticize President Olusegun Obasanjo, for instance, he would have requested and obtained a meeting at the highest levels. Think about it. Buhari, a man who was celebrated in the White House in 2015, could not get a meeting even with Vice President Kamala Harris, let alone Mr. Biden. He could not speak with either official, even by telephone, although they had in March spoken to the leaders of Kenya and the Democratic Republic of Congo. In November, Biden had also called President Cyril Ramaphosa of South Africa. From the rooftop of Buhari Mania in Washington in 2015, Buhari had become indispensable, inconspicuous, and irrelevant because of his policies at home and abroad, including nurturing some of the problems he had claimed he would solve. And of course, Buhari sent to Washington, D.C. for 5 years, a man who was so old, it was unclear he knew where he was, let alone why he was there. Last week, if Buhari loved Nigeria, he should have resigned. Indeed, it is over 3 years since I first called on him to resign. Now completely out of his depth, with his incompetence and insincerity spilling grave insecurity into every family and every street in Nigeria. Buhari was last week begging Blinken to beg Biden to send the exact same help the US offered him directly 6 years ago. It was the same week that the inaugural Chandler Good Government Index, CGGI, ranking countries according to government capabilities and outcomes, placed Nigeria as the third worst country on earth, ahead only of Zimbabwe and Venezuela. Buhari's response was to hold out his heart, saying that unless the US and other strategic partners came to save Nigeria, the consequences would spill over to all countries. It was a reminder of his July 2015 visit, when at the US Institute for Peace, he charged that by not selling weapons to Nigeria, the US had aided and abetted Boko Haram. This was about the A-29 Super Tucano light attack aircraft Nigeria had sought to buy from the US, for which the Obama administration, citing concerns about Nigeria's human rights record, had placed a hold. That would get worse after the Nigerian Air Force mistakenly bombed the refugee camp in Ran, Borno State, in January 2017. Over 100 refugees and aid workers were killed. The core of the matter is simply that the Buhari administration has never demonstrated commitment to the task or competence in implementation. He did not read the papers he signed and never took seriously the subject of human rights. And as he nurtured corruption and nepotism at home, he somehow hoped that everyone around the world was also deceived. But everyone has seen the past couple of months, for instance, when he finally changed his service chiefs. He moved swiftly to protect them from being indicted for war crimes by converting them into ambassadors. Similarly, in 2018, as the herdsmen violence began to expand, he told the United Nations General Assembly that insurgencies in the Sahel and the Lake Chad Basin featured runaway fighters from Iraq and Syria and arms from the disintegration of Libya. Earlier in April that year, he told Justin Welby, the Archbishop of Canterbury, that the killer headers had been trained and harmed by former Libya leader Muammar Gaddafi and subsequently escaped with their arms. And yet, it was the same killers who had, among others, massacred over 70 Nigerians in Benue State on New Year's Day 3 months earlier, with Buhari urging the leaders of that state to accommodate your countrymen, the killer others, and restrain your people, the victims. 3 years later, Buhari is begging the world to send the cavalry to rescue his government from the same mess he has nurtured for 6 years. The truth is that while relocating the AFRICOM headquarters to Africa might help to put out 1 or 2 bushfires, and while friends and partners may send other resources, the real problems and solutions are in his hands. That's what Pastor Itra said. The cynicism and duplicity of Buhari's government has proved to be Nigeria's biggest challenge. Every society needs a leader who can think beyond himself and for the public good. Buhari thinks in indecisive fragments, pandering to hidden agendas. It is his contradictions and arrogance that are responsible for the chaos and insecurity in Nigeria. For Nigeria to slide back from disintegration, it must have a leader with a national vision and focus, a leader who is persuaded and led by the mammoth challenge of justice, poverty, and accountability. In essence, that is what Blinken was saying to the African media after his meeting with Buhari. Perhaps Buhari, because he ignores the local press, did not read that encounter. And that is the point. Wow. It is very serious. Thank you, Uncle Sonala. You are the best. You are the best. You are the best. Someone has just sent me what is titled the 419 quotes that tricked Nigerians in 2015. A serious government will fix power problems in 6 months. Babatunde Raji Fashola, November 12, 2014. Stone us, APC, if we do not perform after 2 years. Chief Tony Momo of blessed memory, April 3rd, 2016, The Guardian. The only way to have stable electricity is to vote out PDP. We seriously frown at President Goodluck Jonathan over the unceremonious removal of the group managing director of NNPC, Mr. Andrew Yakubu. It's time to restructure Nigeria. The present situation of things where all component units get monthly allocation from the federal government only makes the states lazy and unproductive. That's Nasiru El-Rufai in 2010. Jonathan should resign if he has no solution to the violence being unleashed on some parts of the country. Nasiru El-Rufai, 2012. The only solution to the present political uncertainty in the country is for the National Assembly to set machineries in motion for the impeachment of ailing President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua. That's Muhammad Buhari, March 10, 2010. Waste, let me give an instance. Presently, there are more than 6 aircraft in the presidential fleet. What do you call that? Billions of naira is budgeted every year for the maintenance of these aircraft, not to talk of operational costs and other expenses. Momodu Buhari, February 2015, they have not sold any of the aircraft, so they bought more. We intend to, for instance, to bring back our national carrier, the Nigerian Airways. We shall do this by bringing all the aircraft in the presidential fleet into the Nigerian Airways, and within a year increase the fleet to about 20. 6 years down the line, nothing has happened. Why do I need to embark on a foreign trip as a president with a huge crowd with public funds? Why do I need to go for a foreign medical trip if we cannot make our hospital functional? Mohamed Buhari, February 2015, Nigerians in the UK. Give Nigerians a daily update on the health of President Umaru Yar'Adua to stem the growing rumors surrounding his state of health. Lai Mohammed, December 12, 2009, The Nation. Amechi is not only clean, but a tool to free Nigeria from the corruption imposed on us by those who hate our nation. October 24, 2009. The recent proscription of Boko Haram and Mansaru violates the Constitution. Lai Mohammed, 2013. So things are happening. Things are happening. Things are happening. It is well. It is well. It is well. It is well. So I should allow you to go and rest. Me too. I need to go and rest. Tired. Let me go and rest. So it's time for us to go. It's time for us to go. Let me go. What's the time now? It's after 10 where I am, which means after 11 in Nigeria. I thank you all for joining me at short notice. It's been most wonderful having this chat with you. I love you, I love you, I love you. And I know that when tomorrow comes, you will remember all our efforts and what we are doing. We're not doing it for anything. Nigeria has been good to us. We went to good schools. We had solid education. And no matter how little, we had our jobs. Today, that is no longer possible. To go to a good school is difficult. To get jobs, difficult. To sleep with your two eyes closed, very, very impossible. But we know that tough times don't last, but tough people must last. On this note, I say, have a beautiful Sunday and see you later. Bye-bye.